If you're a creator and you're tired of going video to video and waiting and watching the views go up or down or not come at all, and just waiting for that AdSense to kick in and hoping that that's going to give you some sort of money or income, I totally get it. And honestly, that can get old pretty quickly. I've hit a point where I know that YouTube views are not supposed to be the finish line. They're just a way of getting somewhere, and they're just attention, really. So in this video, I'm going to break down why I'm stopping chasing the views and I'm starting to create a YouTube to school business model. YouTube offers attention, but AdSense is a broken income system for independent creators. And you can ask any creator that has been fully monetized. AdSense is different. It fluctuates from month to month, and you might not be able to build a business off that. So the friction points are unpredictable revenue. The income fluctuates wildly based on CPMs. Number two, the platform dependency. You are at the mercy of the algorithm, which shifts. You can't control that. Three, the rat race. You are constantly pushing to the next viral hit just to maintain the baseline revenue. And so essentially it's the burnout loop, right? You produce a video, you hope for the views, and there's unpredictable payout with AdSense. And what you need to do is to kind of get away from the chasing the views, get away from the aspect of just trying to build your YouTube channel into something that, grows and is monetized or whatever else, milestone you want to have. And you need to change that entire mindset. The first thing is to understand the great lie, which is that growth equals income. And here I have just a little graph that shows you the views and subscribers may go up, but your AdSense income and even the income from other products that you might create or, lead magnets and things like that you put out there might not go up as much as your views and subscribers. Therefore, there's a big frustration gap going in there. The reality for small creators, usually between 0 and 10,000, is that growth without a revenue architecture leads to more work, not more freedom. You need a business asset you control, not just the algorithm you feed. And I've been working on building my own YouTube channel for over a year now, and I've seen this time and time again as I've monetized one channel that the AdSense and the way you get paid does not match the way you grow. So attention versus ownership. The YouTube platform owns the relationship. Okay, the platform does itself. It owns the relationship between you and your viewers. You are renting attention. The attention is the people that are already on YouTube and optimized for discovery and watch time. You have to create videos that are optimized for that. Now, this is not a video that's bashing YouTube. In fact, on the contrary, YouTube is a massive part of my business and my business model. It's just not the end game. It is the front door that drives everything to the main mechanism for making a steady income. And so that's what I'm trying to teach is for new creators. I'm trying to build this alongside of them, just a few steps ahead of them, that you can build a business and have a YouTube channel grow, but not need tens of thousands of subscribers. So the business side of things, it's you. So you're in you own the income that comes from direct relationships that you've made. You own the assets and the email list. You optimize for value exchange and trust instead of having optimized for discovery and watch time all the time. So the pivot here is stop treating YouTube as the business and treat it as the fuel for the business that you own. All right, so the new model here, the front door versus the house. I've kind of already mentioned it here. The front door is YouTube. The strategic purpose for this is to attract attention and build trust. This is where people meet you. And so then that traffic flows from YouTube to Skool, which is where I'm hosting the community and teaching you how to build a community around whatever you want to build a community around and build a business off of. But the house, the strategic purpose for this is where business happens. This is where relationships are nurtured and income is generated. You're going to find a lot more income and just the building of relationships and how you use your business here than you will on YouTube. All right, so the simple system here. Discovery, YouTube brings attention, content builds credibility, and demonstrates expertise. So you have to have YouTube. It's a crucial part to this business model. You can use other social platforms, but they're not going to build as much trust and show off your expertise and build that relationship. Now, you can get a lot more attention if you're doing shorts and Instagram and other stuff like that, TikTok, But YouTube is the main feature because you're going to want to teach them, you're going to want to show them why they need to be a part of your community and your business that you're growing as a creator. And it's going to move people to Skool, which is where the connection is. It builds relationships, like I said. And then it moves them to monetization because you have offers that you've created and you've put into your Skool platform, and it becomes predictable. You start to see predictable income instead of AdSense and a couple sales here and there. You're going to see monthly recurring revenue. So this separates discovery from monetization, allowing you to optimize both without compromising either. All right, why community beats courses? So you might be asking, like a lot of creators maybe built a YouTube channel and then they sell a course. What's the difference here? Well, traditional courses are static information, and in today's age, the AI revolution, all information is out there. Like you can go to ChatGPT, ask it a question that is tailored specifically for your needs, and it's going to be able to funnel back an answer that will help you more than any other traditional course. So you're not selling information anymore. And this requires a finished product to start. You have to have it fully laid out and sell it. It's fully done. And it's kind of a lonely experience unless there's a community aspect. But even then, most people aren't engaged in that community. Versus a paid community, which is alive, it's evolving. The values emerge from the interactions that you have with the other people and the offers that you have. And then it monetizes faster because, it's part of the offers that you've set up and the relationships you've built, they funnel into those monetization elements. That does require leadership, but it doesn't require perfection. So as long as you can lead and be the first one out there and kind of, lead by example, you don't need to be perfect in what you do. You don't have to have a perfect workflow and setup. Okay, so what people actually buy is access, direction, accountability, and proximity to others in the same path. So I've seen this over the last year in multiple communities that I've been in, and some of them are about YouTube growth, some of them are small businesses, and anything in between. Like I've been in, I think, 15 different communities. I've seen that people are buying because of access, direction, accountability, and proximity to those other people on the same path. They're not buying because they want the information. The information they can find, but they need someone to help them move forward and go from step to step. Someone who's just ahead of them or a few steps ahead of them, they want to move forward. They don't want a guru that knows everything. So this is why my business model and the business model I want to bring you along with and teach you is the role model approach. And this essentially is how it's going to be led. A guru teaches you from the mountaintop, often creates an unbridgeable gap. It's someone who just knows everything, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you are highly skilled and have experience that makes you a guru, you can still sell courses and communities based off that and lead from that standpoint. That's highly valuable. And in fact, you can actually probably make more money quickly doing that than you can the role model approach. But the role model approach is for everyone. You don't have to have it built out. You can build in real time. So the role model teaches from 1 or 2 steps ahead, and it's an active guide navigating the same journey that you are on. The benefit of this removes imposter syndrome. And so if you're watching this video and you've wanted to create a YouTube channel and you've thought about it and you've started or stopped or whatever, you felt imposter syndrome. You felt the feeling of, why would anybody watch my videos or learn from me? This removes that because you're not worried about being the guru. You're worried about going down a path and sharing what you're learning to people who want to do the same thing. Okay. You don't need to be an expert. So that is the role model approach. It is the heart of this business model that I'm teaching you. All right. So the other part of this, the activation of this, is to build in public. All right. So the philosophy here is progress over perfection. I'm not putting out a perfect course, a perfect, community and videos on YouTube. I'm worried about progress. I want to learn something and I want to teach you guys how to do it. That's the same thing that you do in your process if you take this on. So real-time documentation, you share the wins, the mistakes, and the raw lessons as they happen. Transparency is you're sharing the lessons. You're not just sharing the wound of like, oh, this was bad, or I did terrible at this, or this flopped, but you're sharing the lesson you learned along the way. That way that you can get something fruitful out of it. You can actually build to something and reach the goal, which the goal is momentum, honesty rather than a polished facade. So you don't want this, fake facade of like, I already know it and I already have done it and I've built it. You don't have to have that. You want momentum and honesty. Like I said, if you're a guru, or if you get to the point, like as I build this out and show you how to do this, there's going to be a point when I've done it and it's succeeded, right? So then from that point, I'm teaching from the experience and the succeeding aspect and vantage point I have. And then I become more of a guru at that point. But right now I'm building in public, and that's what I encourage you to do as well. So the goal here is financial sovereignty. So this is, it takes you from hoping for views to bankable income. You want resilient revenue, right? You want monthly recurring revenue, which creates stability, and AdSense can never really do that unless you have a massive, massive following. It brings freedom, so you stop chasing viral hits. You don't always have to go find the outlier videos and all those different things. You do want to still do your due diligence and research on the YouTube side of things because you want to find the right audience, but you don't need to chase the viral hits, and you only need a small, loyal group of members to actually bring in income. And then it gives you the control over the assets. You own the assets, you own the email list, so you own the income, and it can't be taken away by an algorithm. All right, so this is the point where I want to invite you into my journey doing this. I'm actively building this out for myself. And maybe your YouTube channel is growing already, but your income is not, or maybe you're tired of chasing views like I have been over the last year and a half, and you're hoping monetization comes later. Like I'm tired of chasing that. Either way, you belong at this channel and also in my community. This space is for small YouTubers or YouTube creators who see YouTube as a starting point, not a business. So the question is, do you want to be on this journey? Have you watched this entire video and got to this point and think, this is something that I want to do, I want to work at, and I want to build for myself moving forward? If it is, I want you to click the link in the description below. It will take you to my Grow with Andrew community on Skool. This is a community right now. It's just started. There's a free entry point where you get a free 7-day challenge, YouTube challenge, and that basically is going to help remove all friction and frustration from the YouTube process of ideation, script writing, filming, editing, and doing your thumbnails and uploading. The whole process is there. So if you're struggling with that and how to start and just leaning on the edge, it's free to join. There is a founders membership as well, which is like a premium membership. And you can find that inside the community if you want to upgrade it and lock in your premium membership paid subscription forever, and you'll get everything that ever comes out in the classroom as it builds. But essentially, I want to invite you to do that. That's at the link in the description below. And you don't need to be an expert to start this. You just need to be willing to document the journey. That's what I am doing. You'll find videos on here of me documenting this journey as I built it. I've built another community and another channel that I monetized that is specifically about editing in DaVinci Resolve. And I've got that community up to 130 members in 4 months. I'm trying to build this system to show you guys how to do it as well, and build this system live in public for you guys. So if you have any questions or you have any thoughts, put those down in the comment section below. Otherwise, click on the link and go join the community for free, or become a founding member to get access to every single thing, every single future offer and course and template and packet and everything else that I may produce from this moving forward for a limited founding price. So I'll see you guys in the next video.